Alright, so people are saying Hammurabi's code came first before Moses. So the Bible copied Babylon. That just shows how shallow people really think and how shallow they understand ancient history. Let me break it down. Number one, Abraham lived before Hammurabi's. Abraham is around 2000 BC. Hammurabi's code is around 1750 BC. So the Hebrew faith, the covenant, and the moral system existed long before Babylon carved anything into stone. Number two, nomadic people don't crave laws into rock. Babylon had cities, scribes, stoneworkers, courts. Of course they wrote early. Israel was nomadic people, poor, living in tents, passing teachings orally. Writing first does not mean truth first. It just means Babylon had better technology. Number three, oral tradition existed centuries before stone writing. Just because something wasn't written yet doesn't mean it didn't exist. Hebrew preserves their teaching orally until Moses. So we didn't actually have this stuff in writing until Moses wrote it down. Number four, Hammurabi's code is nothing like the Torah. Hammurabi's code is brutal punishment, class-based justice, no mercy, polytheism. Torah equals mercy, equality, compassion, protection for the poor, protection for foreigners, one God. It's not even the same worldview. Dan explains everything only through an atheistic lens. He picks the interpretation that removes the supernatural, then acts like that's the only correct reading. An example of his most recent video, the serpent didn't lie. He says Adam and Eve didn't die that day, because he assumes die must mean drop dead instantly, but that's not what the Hebrews say. And number five, the guy Dan, that you mentioned, you tagged, he tells half-truths. The phrase mat tamat, it literally means dying, you will die. A guaranteed death sentence. And yes, they did die spiritually that day. They lost access to God. They were kicked out of Eden, God's presence. They felt shame and fear for the first time. They lost immortality. Every human since then dies, including them. So yes, the serpent lied. You surely will not die was false. They did die. Spiritually that day, physically later. Dan ignores the spiritual meaning because it doesn't fit his worldview. He calls Christian cognitive bias while doing the exact same thing. So no, the Bible didn't copy Babylon. And no, the serpent was not telling the truth. And you're listening to half-truth. And that's not scholarship. That's just cognitive bias, like he like to say about us. So even that he's arguing about what God said, he's not arguing what the serpent said. The serpent said, you will surely not die, right? He doesn't even go back to the serpent. He's just only trying to prove that God's a liar. Where does that make sense at?